I was wrong. We did it. We did it. We beat Man City and we got our clean sheets. Oh dear. But somehow I've got a funny feeling that these guys are going to give me a ribbon tonight. Mube Guna's in the house.
Yes,
Mube.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here, man. We're here. Let's get it started, man. I'm buzzing right now, man. My headspace is gone. I'm buzzing.
All right. And then we've got the Minister of Information. IG is going to give me a difficult time as well.
Yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone tonight.
No? Okay. All right. And I've got James Rowe. James, 2 days on the trot. You've been on the show.
Yeah, no, wonderful. Thank you for the invitation. What a celebration tonight. What a tremendous team performance. We could a very long and very arduous season, both on and off the pitch in many different ways. But fantastic to be in an FA Cup final. The possibility to win it for the 14th time and extend the record. And it's just all Arsenal fans worldwide can be very proud of the team tonight.
Yeah. Truth be told, I was a bit jittery the first 10 minutes. I saw Mustafi do a silly. What was he trying to do in the area? And then Bellerin kind of gave the ball away, and I was thinking it's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? But I've got to say, for me, I've got to take back all those horrible things I said about David Luiz, man of the match, Ainsley Maitland-Niles playing left back. These two guys for me were. I mean, it's difficult to pick actually from the 11 players, but for me, these two players really, really stood out. But IG, talk to us about the game. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are pretty much clear. We're going to the finals, aren't we, Mube?
Yes, sir.
We are going to the finals. I think the whole game was just a role reversal. I think we lost to Tottenham, and I think that was the key to actually beat the bigger teams, isn't it? I think Mourinho is going to claim all the ideas that actually Arteta got. I think he's just going to use that in the next game against us. But I think the whole credit goes to the whole team. I think they played so well. I think for the first goal, it was so great. I think we did a great build-up play, and the best part was that David Luiz. I think David Luiz was the only one who actually wasn't jittered with Manchester City's press. We handled it so well. I actually wanted to see Arteta perform this kind of masterclass in the first game since the lockdown. That did not happen probably because of Xhaka's injury and Pablo Mari's injury. But what a game! What a game we have!
Yeah, Chairman of the board, now's your moment.
Boy. When you sent me that invitation, I said, Alex, man, I'm going to say no. The last time I was on here was after the Tottenham game. You know, it was a bad day. You know, we were sad. There was no smile on our face. And then you go ask me if you're going to invite me. You can't ask. You should just send me the invitation, my man. I'm telling you, man. To a man, man. I agree with what IG was saying. We dealt with the pressure so well. I'm not lying. I was pissing bricks watching this play from the back. You just know something was going to happen, but it never did. You know, we gave away the ball a couple of times. Mustafi did, and Bellerin I think did one time. But other than that, we dealt with the press so well, man. I was getting nervous. I was screaming at the TV, you know, kick it long. But these players, Arteta put something in them, and he tell them that's how he wants them to play, and they're bringing out the manager's orders, man. To a man. 11 players on the field today. I think Granit Xhaka, he was amazing in the middle of the day. He was on to everything that was coming. Every time they get him behind our fullbacks and cut a ball back, he was the one clearing it. It was like the ball was attracted to him every single cutback. Proud of the boys, man. Every last one of them. And you already know my boy Niles, man. I'm not even going to speak on him because you already know what I think about Maitland Niles.
Oh, that's Niles is your boy now.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I just make sure I retweeted Aubameyang and because he said don't score a big game. I remember the last show I was on here, I was talking about he doesn't show up in the big games. And he scored 2 today. I've just retweeted, tell him, hey, my apologies, big man. My apologies.
Hey, James, I've got some stats here in regards to Granit Xhaka. 100% pass accuracy, 32 touches, 4 clearances, 1 interception. This guy is kind of. I've been so critical of Granit Xhaka, but he appears to be making a significant improvement under Mikel Arteta. No.
I believe so. I think he's very much a confidence player. I think when his confidence is up, I think that also adds to his game. And you saw the celebration on his face when the second goal went in. You know, when they're in that huddle and they're all celebrating together. You know, this has been a very, very long season full of ups and downs. And wouldn't it just be like Arsenal to go and win an FA Cup for a 14th time? And it's just brilliant. You know, we written off so many times, written off when after the draw was made. Lots of people, even from different clubs, saying, "Oh, you got no chance. You got no chance. You got no chance." Well, here in the Netherlands, we're priced at 9-1 tonight to win the game in 90 minutes. 9-1 to win the game in 90 minutes. But I believed, not that I advocate gambling, but I believed. But it's just tremendous. Just, you know, we can be very proud of our team tonight. I think it's Arteta's best performance as well. I heard him on the touchline cajoling and encouraging in French, in Spanish, and in English. And obviously he's got linguistic ability. And that is something that not many managers have. And he's finding his niche now. I mean, I've often rang the bell about the lack of experience, and I'm not gonna sweep that under the carpet after just one semi-final. But there are signs of green shoots, and we can be very proud of tonight. I think tonight is a watershed moment in Arteta's career as Arsenal manager. It goes into the history books that we reached yet another FA Cup final, and you know, I was watching it with my friend, and you know, you look back to the game against Leeds United in the third round when we should have been out. We should have been out at the third round at the hands of Leeds United, and we're playing in a final. So it's just a fantastic attitude from all the players working together as a collective and doing the simple things, you know, being aware of what they're doing, being aware of space. And I just hope that for the effort that all 11 men and the subs made, but particularly the starting 11, I just hope that they all get their reward by playing in the final. I hope Mustafi's fit enough to play in the final because he kept Sterling in check at times and made vital interceptions. And it's just a night for us to be proud and look forward to the 1st of August and watch the second semi-final tomorrow. I actually think Manchester United are going to win. I tweeted after the draw was made for the semi-finals, it will be a repeat of the 79 and 2005 finals, only to be told by many people, no chance. But we're there and looking forward to the 1st of August already.
Yeah. Well, including mine in those sentiments, James, I didn't think Arsenal would beat Man City, and how wrong IG Amube I was. Very, very wrong. Never doubted me, Arsenal. Let me go into the comments box before you say anything, Mube.
I'm not saying a word. I'm gonna sit here and pour me a little bit of Hennessy, and I'm gonna drink a little bit, and I'm gonna enjoy the show.
All right. So whilst you're drinking your Hennessy, let me go to the comments box. Right, I've got Hong Kong football on tour. Big up, everyone. Yes, thank you for tuning in.
My guy.
Very early hours over there in Hong Kong. And then they go on to say that final, baby. All right, there you go. 5 a.m. here. Right, my goodness. Right. Joseph says, what hell of a good day. Yeah. I'm speechless. I mean, the first half, I was like shouting, like Mube, clear the ball. And the second half, I was like, oh, my goodness. My nails, they're all gone. All my nails are gone. Just biting the nails. Yeah. Sanya Joseph says, what a day. What a performance as well. Screenboy says, a fantastic performance. Justice says, Arteta clearly been working hard on defensive structure as well as team unity. I believe we've lacked that for years, and Arteta just getting started, but they always find a way to give us a chance in the FA Cup. IG, before I continue in the comments, I know it's not a night for any kind of critique of the players, but I thought apart from that pass that Pepe did, he had a really quiet night, didn't he?
He did. I think a lot of times, I think he doesn't win challenges. I think whenever there's a fullback or probably a defender, probably a midfielder in front of him, he tries to use his skills around. And probably there were 2 chances where he actually could not link up again in the counter attack. I think that was a very good cross for the first goal. It was a really, I think Arsenal made 18 passes for that goal, involving 10 of their 11 players, and that was so shocking. So it was it's so beautiful. It was like poetry in motion. If you can understand that everything was pre-planned, it was so
Yeah.
well struck that the goalkeeper was clueless. Kyle Walker was clueless of Aubameyang's run, and that is all you want. I think City had 16 shots, out of which one was on target. Everything else was off target, and Arsenal 3 shots, all on target, and 2 goals. So you can understand the difference between that. And all I can say and all I can make you guys hear is this.
No, you're gonna make no. You can't have the music. Switch off the music.
I checked it out. It won't be much of a problem for your stream. Don't worry.
Gonna demonetize my channel. Right. So now moving. Now you've had like a couple of sips of your Hennessy. Lacazette, he didn't score a goal, but he worked his socks off.
He did, man. He did. We talk about him time and time again on this show. These occasions against big team, he always shows up. He doesn't take night off when it comes against the big teams. For some reason, he just always shows up. He might not score a goal like he didn't today, but you know his presence. He's on the field. He gets around the field. That's why you hear Mikel Arteta talk about him so much, and he's loving him as a striker because it's all the work that he put on up front. It goes missing sometimes. Yes, we want him to score a goal because he's our main striker. He's our striker that's playing in a number 9 position. So yes, we're going to want him to score goals. But a performance like tonight, you just need your forward player just to have that cutting edge to score a goal. And that's why I'm not going to be too hard on Pepe tonight, because he did provide that first goal. You know, he did provide an assist. The second goal, he was involved in it also. He played the ball back to Tierney. Tierney lobbed it to Aubameyang. So the 2 main goals that we scored today, he was involved in it. Yes, he didn't have the best of game, but he made a difference. It was a difference maker. And in games like this, you need a solid defense. You need difference maker, which was Aubameyang was a difference maker for us tonight. You have to give credit where credit is due, man. He took that second goal. When you run that forward with the ball, we see it so many times with forwards. When you get that much time to run with the ball and then to go up and finish it like he did, and especially after the chance that he missed was so much easier than the 2 goals that he scored. The chance that he missed first half where David Luiz played him through when he smashed it into Edison, that chance was so much easier than the 2 goals that he scored. You know, so we just got to give credit to this team, man. It's so much that went on in this game. I probably went to the bathroom. 7 times. It's hard just to get your head around everything that happened. I was drinking water. I was drinking Hennessy. I don't even know what it is I drink. I was just drinking everything. My nails is gone. It was amazing feeling, man. Amazing.
If I can actually come on this is because I think Lacazette neutralized Ilkay Gundogan. He completely neutralized. He made him completely useless, and that's why he was subbed off so early in the game. I think superb from Lacazette.
Absolutely. And we see teams do that to us plenty of times. When we had Arteta playing for us and playing that D role, we used to get that done to us all. Manchester United used to do it to us all the time. Rooney always marked our deep line player. He always mark out Fabregas out of the game when we were playing with ARSMCI. We see it so many times. And just to have a coach that can actually see that and neutralize it, it's looking good for the future, man.
James, the guys have been talking about the defense and the attackers and the midfielders. What about Emi Martinez? He had that save down to his left, the shot from Mahrez. You did say yesterday on the Easy Talk that there's a choice to be made, you know, come the new season between Leno and Martinez. How would you sum up Martinez's performance tonight, James?
Solid. He's proved that he's far too good to be a number 2. Arteta has got a huge decision to make in the summer. I mean, I saw Martinez deputise for Czech back in 2017. I remember going to the game against West Ham where we won 3-0 and he played well. And you know, he's 27. He's kind of coming into his own, and the kind of confidence he must give that back 3. They all worked in tandem tonight. I thought great ball from Tierney in the run up to Aubameyang's second goal. And no disrespect to Leno, who before his injury was doing an exceptional job. But we've now got 2 excellent goalkeepers who, in my opinion, are both far too good to be number 2 goalkeepers. So we've got a big decision to make in the summer. But Martinez has deputised really well. I think he's going to be very important in the final itself, regardless of who we play. I think he's going to play a key role, and just fantastic. I mean, it wasn't so long ago that our check towards Argentina before that was in some inconsistent, but I thought overall we did quite well.
Yeah.
But we've got a tremendous goalkeeper now, and we had the same with Leno, but we're in a luxury position now. But fantastic in terms of, I thought his reach as well, coming and claiming balls and being aware of the goal around him. I mean, some goalkeepers are not. Sometimes goalkeepers act as if they don't know where the bar is, or they don't know where the left post is, or where the right post is. But he's very meticulous, and we're lucky to have him. And I think he's going to play a big role in the final itself.
Yeah. Before I go back into the chat, anyone's just watching now this post-game reaction, I've made like a habit of doing these live reactions. Punishment. I've got the chairman of the board who's back and very, very happy.
Yes, sir.
And also
Yes, sir.
drinking
Very
the
happy,
H Hennessy. I've got the Minister of Information, top right, who's going to still give me a ribbon about my prediction, because I predicted that Arsenal would lose 3-2 to Man City. And of course, I've got James Rowe with me. So make sure you subscribe to Cannon Fire TV on all platforms and hit the notification button as well. Let me go back into the chat. Let's have a look here. Again, this one here is from Chelsea, who says, I was nervous first half because I felt we could have killed the game off, had 3 chances. We had more than 3 chances, didn't we? We had a bucket load of chances. But,
yeah, seemed like it, don't it?
But, yeah. All right. And he says Xhaka has improved massively this season. If you've seen his stats over the season and compared to his previous years, there's no comparison, is there? The guy is he's a different player. And one here from the Conversation Club says, Mube!
My God.
At least for today.
Yeah. And Lil says, the second half seemed to last forever until Auba scored. And all the while, I was thinking personally that we needed to score the second goal because they were just raining down on us, even though they couldn't get the shot off. But they were just raining. We were hemmed in. But it's like Arsenal of old, James, backs against the wall. A clean sheet, guys. A clean sheet. Who would have thought we'd have got a clean sheet tonight? IG?
I was gonna make a tweet and say, I say what I'll do for a clean sheet, but I was gonna say, if we get a clean sheet, I'm not gonna drink any Hennessy for the rest of the year. I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad I didn't make that tweet.
Good, you saved it for the final.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do that either.
All right, let me just go back into the chat. There's been just quite a few more comments here. Because when we went into the half, we only goal, I was nervous and sort of disappointed because I was sure City would score. But what a defense performance, the passing and unit structure. And yeah, I mean, if anyone can, it was Arteta, because he would have had the playbook from Guardiola, and it's a fantastic performance, really, really fantastic performance. So we can't really decide on man of the match, really, can we? It's like a team performance, no?
Yeah, not for me. I can't pick one player. I cannot. Not today. Today is not a day to pick one player. To a man, every last one of them, man. You could look at a player like Bellerin. I'm not a big fan of him, but look at him today. The work he was putting in today. David Luiz. It's hard to pick somebody to give man of the match over him today. He was getting his head on every single thing today. I mean, you just can't pick one player today. Not today. I can't.
Yeah, which is why I picked 2. But yeah, it's difficult. it's difficult to choose man of the match.
I think you still picked very less amount of players for the man of the match. I think Aubameyang scored 2 goals. Kieran Tierney put up a big shift. I think he was the quickest defender to actually come back and actually prevent all the attacks. And also Ainsley Maitland-Niles, as you said, one of your. And I think the best part of the game was that David Luiz block of Sterling's shot. That was like the David Luiz of the old. Unbelievable block.
IG
Absolutely.
blocks, headers, clearances. You know,
Putting their body on the line. That's all we ask
absolutely.
for. That's all we ask for sometimes.
Absolutely.
Just sometimes.
Actually, James went off air. I think I would just wanted to make a statement if he was in, because actually we looked like a well-drilled team. He always used to say that we need to get our basics right. He actually used oh, there he is. Well, James, I was actually making an analogy actually that Arsenal, you actually said on Easy Talk before that Arsenal should play like Sheffield United, a well-drilled team. I thought they were well-drilled today. I think I could see 70 to 80% of that against Liverpool, but today they were 100% ready for Manchester City.
Yeah. I saw the stats. It was like 82% possession for Man City and only 8% for Arsenal.
At one point, we had 8% possession. I said, "Oh, damn it, what? 8%? I never seen that before." Yes.
Single figure possession.
But guess who's going to the final?
Exactly. They take it all day long.
Yeah. We are back in Premier League action. Who we playing next? Is it Watford?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Dearie me. It'll be typical of Arsenal.
Get me to the final. Who care about these last two games? It don't even matter. Get me to the final. What James said we're looking forward to. Well, you said it was James August 1st. Lead us to the final.
I think this game is more than enough for Aubameyang to sign a new contract, I guess.
Needed. That's definitely needed.
Yeah, I don't think this game is enough. He's going to have to win the FA Cup to encourage him to sign a contract. IG.
I think this is the more. I think I don't think so. Arteta can convince him more than actually winning against Pep Guardiola and advancing towards the final.
Silverware.
Hey, IG. Hey, James, I hear you was I meant I asked you this. Does this mean that we are in the Europa League now that we're in the final? I don't know how that work out because every team that's there is still in Europe.
We
how
have
does
to win.
That work out?
We have to win the Europa League. FA Cup to be in the Europa League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to win it. We have to win. Let me go back into the chat just for the last time this evening. Sanjay Joseph says, "Oops, looks like Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Mube's guy, could play anywhere in the midfield and defense." What do you think, Mube?
He's too valuable to let go, man. The position that it's good to have one of those utility guys in your team, and he can play right across that field. Arteta said it the other day. He can play him in different positions. It was seeing him play today at left wing back. He looks more solid than Kolasinac, which says a lot because he's an actual left back or a left wing back. You know, I don't see Kolasinac getting in this team again for the rest of the season. Definitely not in the final. Probably played a couple of games in the league, but as far as the final go, man, that back five that we played today, like James said, we have to reward these guys and let them play in the final because he put in a shift today. I think it's just a master class by Arteta because he know that Mahrez like to come on his left, and he put a right-footed player over there to play left back. So that just neutralized Mahrez for the whole game. You could see what he was trying to do, and it worked out well, man. So definitely, I'm very proud of Niles today.
Yeah, James, were you surprised not to see Saka start the game this evening? James?
I was, yeah. But Arteta got his tactics spot on. It was a real collective effort from the backroom staff, Arteta, and the players. You know, if this is the Arteta we are going to see as Arsenal manager and the Arsenal we're going to see under Arteta, it's very promising signs. And I think Saka is mature enough to accept that he didn't play tonight, but also be aware that in the final itself he may well have a role to play. You know, I just think the 11 men tonight deserve the reward of playing the final, because if you think of 2017 when Gabriel Paulista, you know, literally gave his life to win, among others, but we won in 2017 when nobody expected us to win it, and we went on to win the trophy. And it's very similar this time round as well. But I think the 11 men tonight really stood up and represented everything that was good about Arsenal, and working together as a collective. We've missed for far too long, and obviously it's not returned on the basis of one particular game. But this is very, very promising indeed, and it should give us a lot of.
I think James is having problems with his Wi-Fi. So I'll go back into the chat just for the last time before we wrap this up.
Confidence and hope going into the final. I'm playing.
Right, James, I think you've got some problem with your Wi-Fi. So I'll go back into the chat. Joseph says Laka marking Godwin in the first half was key because it made De Bruyne Silva drop deep. And we said that before, didn't we? You know, it was a masterclass from Arteta. Paul Smith says, come on, ha ha ha, buzzing, Luis in a free again. Yeah, I take it back. Everything I ever said about David Luiz, IG, I take it back. Who knows? He might be watching. He could be watching.
He get a clean slate. You get a clean slate from today. A clean slate.
Okay, thank you.
We actually can't say that about a lot of players at Arsenal.
No, I can't.
No,
David
no,
Luiz
you
man of
can't.
the match. Okay. And Cricket Ball says, I'm not sure. I think if the other finalists is in the UEFA Champions League, we get to go to the Europa League.
No, that's not the rule. I think when you win the FA Cup, you get a community shield. You get to play in the community shield, and you get a direct entry to the Europa League. And I don't think so. It has nothing to do with Champions League.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Watford play some? Didn't you Watford play some Europa League game this year?
They lost. No? They lost against Man City, right? Didn't they?
No. They changed the rule recently. I think it was a season or two ago where it's no longer viable. But I said yesterday that our best chance of European football is to win the FA Cup, and should we win it, we will go into the Europa League group stage. So maybe European football after all. But if a team that's already in the Champions League was to win the FA Cup, it will go down to the league position. But our destiny is in our own hands. And I think it will be a repeat of the 79 and 2005 final, and the same outcome as well.
Yeah. Okay, and one last time into the chat, but I want to get everyone have an opportunity to have their comments read out. Paul Smith, who's an old subscriber, says it happened to Hull. We got top 4, and then I am sure they still got to the Europa League. Cricket Ball says, I think if Chelsea win tomorrow and qualify for the Champions League, we'll qualify for the Europa League automatically. And then an old friend, Ray from Arsenal Fan Circle says, enjoy the Schooners worldwide. Well said. We will enjoy that. No, we beat Hull. Then they was in there.
Indeed.
Yeah, and then the last one, qualified for Europa by league position and or winning the cup. James, IG says that this is enough for Aubameyang to sign the contract. Is it enough?
Win us the FA Cup first. And go full pelt, and then maybe we can decide. We've got a lot of big decisions in the summer, and but first and foremost, let's win a trophy, and then take the decisions day by day and try to make the right ones.
Okay. And I think I'll probably give the last shout to Ray. We match up with United better than Chelsea. I think we've got to be confident to beat any one of the teams there. We can't really pick and choose, can we? But listen, it's been a good night for the Arsenal, a really, really good night. So much so I got my prediction wrong. I think I got away with a ribbon from IG and Mube. Hey, Mube, what was your prediction?
2-1. 2-1 to the Arsenal. Don't let me go dig up the tweet. Don't let me go dig up the tweet, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No,
don't let me go dig it up.
I believe you. Guys, it's a pleasure. Thank you for coming on last minute. James, I know you've had a release of an interview published. Do you want to talk about that very quickly, or do you want to leave it? Jeff Thomas?
Yeah, just to mention for listeners that don't know, my interview with former Crystal Palace captain Jeff Thomas was released today. He played in an FA Cup final and came very, very close to...
James, the Wi-Fi.
to winning, only 7 minutes from the end. To hear about all leukemia and playing for Crystal Palace, representing England as well. And covered all bases, and was received a nice compliment from his former teammate Mark Bright as well, which is nice. And onwards and upwards. Next week we'll see the release of Michael Rygaard of Nordsjælland and Kenneth Vermeer of LAFC. So looking forward to another productive week and onwards and upwards, as I say.
Yeah. And Chairman of the board, good to have you back, man. Like I said, the last time you was on, it was like you were there for the Tottenham game. what a turnaround.
two different shows. Last time I got the invite, I said, oh, dearie me, I don't want to come on this show today after a loss. But when you said that to me today, I could not see it fast enough, man. I was buzzing. So yeah, it's a good day all around. I'm happy, man. We're on to the final now. It's a final. It's a cup final. Back in the team to win, and we go from here, man. Up to Arsenal.
Yeah, there you go. Just a couple more comments before I go to IG, who's going to do the outro. There's one that's just come in here from Ray again. It says Partey's been watching this week. Yeah, but we need him to sign. He can watch, but he needs to sign for Arsenal. Is that going to happen, IG?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. IG says it's happening. It's happening. That's it. Confirmation. It's done.
Yeah.
Ask me about the FA Cup final.
Don't worry about that. We talk about that later. We're gonna enjoy tonight.
One from the Urban Ghost, who's always put a comment on the channel. Thank you very much, Urban Ghost. And the last one from Ray. Fantastic, Urban Ghost. Guys, listen. So a night where we make it through to the FA Cup final. We beat Pep Guardiola's Blue Machine. Fantastic. So the student beats the former maestro. Yeah, to make it to the final. If you've been wondering who or what we've been watching, IG.
You've been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.